We got a call from a client saying that she had paranormal activity in her apartment in Chino. She was fearful for her kid, so we dropped what we had to do, went over that night, and investigated. Here are the findings.
Let's start upstairs and I want to come back to this. Start heading this way.
Okay.
About 15 feet from me is a strong pull, and it's just inside the entry of this room. When I get over to this area 15 feet away from that strong pull, I can feel it. But it's almost like it's an echo. Definitely something right here. His name is John, or he's talking to John.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I've been corrected. It's a lady speaking. And she's talking to John. Something, I really don't want the people who live here to know this yet, until we piece it all together, but something to do with she knows the truth and John lies. So John must not be the baby.
Mm-mm. He's not.
Okay, this entity here, I haven't gotten her name yet. What is your name? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, because I've learned to say it, but I really think I'm hearing her name as Elizabeth. So I'm throwing it out there because Fabian told me always go ahead and throw it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of thinking about it first. So that's what that is. She's very upset with or about John. So we need to find out who John is and who this entity is. I'm guessing you're going to tell me your name, you're going to tell me the whole story, I'm going to write it all down. Yeah, okay. I'm going to come back. You've got to let me go through it. Okay,
She's okay with that?
yeah, but she talks really fast. I'm not walking away. I am going to come back. This is going to look really funny on film.
We decided to do an E.V.P. session upstairs in the room that was most active. Here are all the evidence that we captured.
Okay, I'm thinking that John may not, he may not be white. He may not be Caucasian, but his skin is colored a light color.
Here is the response from John to Jane. From the sounds of the CVP, he's a rude one.
Okay, they squint. He's squinting.
And a second entity encouraging John doesn't help.
Like a Caucasian, but they're not really Chinese shaped either.
Jane had her sister drive her to the investigation due to Jane's neck surgery. After the investigation, her sister told us that when she was sleeping in the van, she felt like an entity was around her, sleeping next to her. Here's the remarks that we caught on this E.V.P. Pretty freaky.
Josephine, Elizabeth, and she will tell us. Or if she doesn't want to talk to him, he can send somebody else who is not an evil entity, and they can relay it. And by the way, John, you are not to go anywhere near the vehicles outside. Don't even think that. I ban you from doing that.
On top of that great E.V.P., we also caught this disembodied voice that we caught on our digital cameras and also our digital recorders. It's hard to make out, so you be the judge of it.
I hope you guys can get that on tape. I hope you guys can get that on tape.
You're having a conversation, and this person, Lizzie, wants to be heard. She's only communicating with one person, and there are several in this room,
Yes.
and we are not hearing her. She must give us a sign that this conversation that is continuing on with you and Lizzie is occurring.
As you can see, we did get a response. I reacted to two sounds, one popping, and one sounded like somebody tapped the shower door.
And if they were nomad type people, unsettled, they didn't have a permanent home yet.
Did you speak to me earlier when we came from outside into the kitchen? I clearly heard you through my listening device if that was you. Can you verify? And if so, could you, if that was you, could you repeat that effort again? My name is Gary, and if you can just say my name, Gary, clear enough to where I can hear you, I'll confirm with the rest of those that are here.
At first I thought this E.V.P. was saying Gary, Gary, but after I enhanced it, I found out that it said, "Can you help me?" We decided to do a session with our ghost box. We wanted to see if we could capture any voices coming through the white noise.
Alright, John, use your energy to go through this radio.
In this E.V.P., the entity confirms with Jane's question. This validates the communication that Jane had with the entity.
So you just want somebody to hear your story, you want somebody to feel your pain, and you want somebody to know what he did to you. Okay, and that's why we can listen to you, we can hear it. Okay, and that's why we can listen to you, we can hear it. Okay, and that's why we can listen to you, we can hear it.
Here, Jane is talking to our clients.
So if you guys have a rough or volatile relationship, you've got to stop, and she won't leave until you say it's gonna stop. She's here to protect that baby from what's happened to her.
We captured this amazing E.V.P. of an entity putting his 2 cents in about relationships.
You've got to stop. She will protect that baby. And this is really funny that she says it this way. She will protect that baby to her death. Isn't that funny? She says that. And her friends back her. Her friends got her back. I don't know, 10, 15 friends she has come in here. But they're all good, they're all nice, and they just want to chill. It's kind of what I'm getting.
Does she know what it's doing to the new tenants here and how it's bothering them?
She didn't know until tonight. Let's have you say that. Do you know that, and that's why she keeps apologizing, she didn't know that she was not on her realm.
Okay.
She thought that she was still on the other side of the veil.
Oh.
She didn't know, the dishwasher, she didn't know until tonight when we addressed it that you heard it or whatever you did. She thought she did that on the other side. And she's very, very sorry to bother you.